I pray every day, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You wouldn't say that prayer if that was already done, if that was already accomplished. And in the conversations Jesus had with people, he certainly acknowledged that God's will was not, in many, many ways, being done or lived. And so it's a prayer of aspiration, of hope. It acknowledges that there's a whole lot of work to be done, a whole lot of places and things that need God's will to be applied or received. So yeah, the world is broken and bent. COVID-19 has certainly made that point. The U.S. federal response, or at least the president's response, has made that point. But there's an awful lot of good going on, and as a matter of fact, when I pray that God's will be done, and you pray that God's will be done, we are seeing every day, many ways, countless ways, God's will is being done and is pouring into this wounded world through every act of justice and every person seeking justice. For every act of healing that goes on in every medical profession and counselor's office, and in all the people who work on such things in the background, like the researchers and the scientists and the prayers and the lovers. God's will is coming into a wounded world constantly because of those prayers. Now, I don't necessarily always see those in little simplified forms. If I could reach out and touch somebody and make them well from some disease, I'd be real happy. But I do see God's will pouring out more and more and more in the medical discoveries of our time, in the scientific discoveries of our time, in the justice seeking going on in our time. So, miracle? What else can I call it? You and me together in this work? That's another miracle. And the great miracle is that we are love first.